Hello everyone, Frenchies and Froggies, welcome here. Today I've decided to do a special unboxing, not in my place, but outside in this magnificent building, the old post office in Chicago. It's nearly 1 century-year old building listing in the American National Places, and it's particular for me because I think for this product I will have to show how we went from an era where you were using writing tools like fountain pens or even after typewriter to an era with new technologies, from a time when you relied on planes, boats, horses, or even telegraphic to deliver messages, when now everything is wireless and you can do it in an easy way just by using your smartphone, for instance. How far we went in only few years. And I'm using this device for weeks right now as my daily driver device, and I'm pretty surprised with it, enjoying using it. I got 5G here in the United States with AT&T and T-Mobile. It was again a real surprise for me. I'm using it for playing games, for paying every day, or for my groceries or other things. It's, well, I won't take more time to show you. OPPO Community Oli, right now, the mascot, is just over there, and I will show you for you guys the unboxing of the OPPO Find N2 Flip. So as you can imagine, it's the first generation available globally with this form factor, despite the name N2. So today, it is the OPPO Find N2 Flip, and as you can see, the box is very different from the regular rectangle one we all used to see with the X series or even the Reno and so on. And it is really classy. I love this beige color with the choice of the writings over there. And more interesting, it is the box is a display by itself. With the device, you will find the inspiration ahead motto from OPPO over there. Thin words engraved in the finest way here. I will just read them for you. Open more possibilities. The engraving is really thin and fits this product. As you can see, it is the top of the packaging, and under it you will find obviously the cable from USB Type A to USB Type C. The SuperVOOC charger 67 watt is included in the box. You will find all the other accessories in this dedicated area. The quick guide and user manual, and normally you will find the SIM card extractor tool as well as a protective case included in the box. By looking at the case, you can imagine the size of the cover screen, around 3.3 inches. This is the bigger cover screen on this category so far on the market right now. As I said, the SIM extractor. You will have all the quick guides. The OPPO Find N Flip Premium Service card with specific QR code for this device. Safety guides in multiple languages. And you will also find a specific adapter from female Type A to male Type C to connect whatever you want to the N2 Flip or transform your USB cable to full Type-C cable. And now you got the device itself. Even with this protection, it is really thin. You got two camera modules. The N2 Flip is well protected, and on this paper you got a tip for how to fold the device. I will read it for you. Since it contains precision mechanism, you should not press the fold area in the middle during folding. It seems logic, as I never press the mechanism of my old clamshell I got back in the day, but it is fun to read it. Now it is time to slide it off from its protection and unveil this elegant beast. You can see the OPPO logo here with the Hasselblad name there for a better natural color and a refined imaging experience. I already told you about this huge 3.3 cover screen. We got here the 50 megapixel main sensor, the 8 megapixel ultra wide, and we can use both of them as selfie cameras thanks to the viewfinder on the cover screen. We can feel and see the OPPO branding on the outside of the folding mechanism. It feels and looks thin, light, well balanced. The hinge is solid and smooth. And you know what? Time to turn it on. As you can see, we got the boot sequence on the two screens. It is a really nice device, even folded. I love the size and the weight. It can stand in my palm, and I can even totally cover it with my two hands and make it disappear. I wasn't convinced at first, but I'm starting to see the benefits of it. You have a specific Fine Hand series boot sequence. And now let's unlock it, as I already set this baby up and go to the dedicated guest mode. So far I enjoy the experience. It is the first flip form factor I got in my hands for more than 30 seconds. And good point, the foldable screen doesn't feel like plastic when using it, quite the opposite. If you can see now, despite the light, it is a nice foldable AMOLED screen with a great luminosity, around 1600 nits at peak, and with HDR10 Plus and 120 Hz refresh rate. The crease is basically invisible in front of me, and it is the best on the market so far experimented. Android 13 out of the box with ColorOS 13, its aquamorphic design, quantum animation engine, smart AOD, large folders, dedicated foldable widgets, etc. Let's take a look at these new live wallpapers and how they are on this N2 flip. It would be difficult to see, but the animation, the color, the transition between the main screen to the cover screen are flawless so far. Really gorgeous. The AMOLED cover screen is big enough to be usable and even includes Gorilla Glass. It is a tactile and you can easily access to your notification and keep the N2 flip folded. And if you unfold it, you will have the full experience of an OPPO smartphone. Sometimes I just fold and unfold it and it reminds me all good times. This screen is really gorgeous and I'm not at max brightness. So the next step now will be to review this device and see if I can match my habits or if I can find new ones, especially for photography or videography. So far I got the vintage vibe, especially when you unfold your clamshell in early 2000, and even if no one was calling you, it just, the habit, the movement, and I feel quite nostalgic about that. Except now you got a big color screen on top that you can use. By the way, the back cover looks like, as my X5, a frosted matte black glass, I would say, with a great feelings, even if I would prefer a leather edition, but this is my personal preferences. But so far, it goes with a casual and professional vibe. You can go out with this device, can pick up a call at the office. The matte color does a lot, this classy vibe. Having a glossy back, well, I think it's something I wouldn't appreciate right now. So this is all you will have in this box if you buy a OPPO Find N2 Flip. So I won't go with a lot of specification today. It's just showing you the device right now. You will have everything in my in-depth review that will come later. And even if I said I'm using this device for weeks now, and I'm really enjoying it. You get the wow factor for everyone that saw the device when I was using it, and this is incredible. Stay tuned.